Welcome back to the video blog. Daniel Mezei from Fort Lauderdale on ice. Expect a big storm here in the Big T tonight. So goes the forecast. This is episode 201 of the ADM video blog. I am your PMD, producer of marketing and distribution. Oh yes, here comes the PGA credit, ladies and gentlemen. Producers Guild of America. So let's have a little chat about meetings and the need to have meetings and these interminable meetings. It's 4 months since I'm back in North America. Big difference in terms of the whole meeting thing between Europeans and Americans. Americans love to meet. They love to meet. The first response is, let's meet. Let's get together. Let's have a coffee. Let's meet. It doesn't matter what we're going to meet about, but we got to meet because we got to meet. Because that's what we do. We're doing business, and that means meeting, isn't it? Well, you know, it's kind of funny because I find that a lot of these meetings are just grab-ass fests, basically. A lot of circular talk. It's not often that you sit down in a meeting that it actually gets concretized. Things get hammered out, knocked out. There's a need to have a meeting. And I'm trying to put it together and think about it in terms of a cultural thing. I think a lot of it has to do with resources and finances. For example, it doesn't cost money, at least, to make phone calls. European countries now have these free telephoning options because telecommunications has really kind of become democratized. But anywhere as of 15 years ago, it still costs money to make a local call and to spend time on the phone in Europe. In the States, in Canada, you could just sit on the phone for hours on end. It doesn't cost you any extra money per month. It's a one-time fee. You know, and also there's a lot of unlimited options and things like that. And Americans got used to just being able to like talk on the phone and meet, and I don't know why. It's just like a funny thing. Like it's almost like a prerequisite. You got to sit and meet. It doesn't matter if you don't really talk about anything. Whereas Europeans are more like, let's meet. Like what are we meeting about? No, I don't feel like getting together with you if I don't feel like meeting you. Or we don't have anything to talk about? No, I'm not going to meet. But Americans always want to meet. They want to meet and sit and just talk. And a lot of times the meetings don't go anywhere. I noticed a bit of that at Sundance, just a wee bit, not too much, but a wee bit of that kind of, again, that interminable, circular, do-nothing meetings where you just want to get together and be able to say that you had, like, especially if you're an exec or you're sales agent or something like that. In the film business, of course, I'm making these examples in relation to the film business, but let's say you're an executive. You just want to sit there and, like, go through your roster and tick off a bunch of names down a list because you have to be able to say that you had these meetings. And if you didn't have these meetings, then you really didn't get anything done. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what you talked about. It's just you met the person. You can actually have them sign off. You took the business card or something of this nature. It's just really, it's a bit problematic, you know? And that's just something that I noticed. Whereas I would prefer to have meetings that actually get something done. And that could also mean phone calls. Don't just call because you have nothing really to talk about. Call because you have a purpose. And if you don't really have something to talk about, then I'm going to let it go to voicemail. I mean, that's just my attitude. I'm not going to really get into a phone conversation with you if it's not really something that's getting us anywhere. It saves your time, it saves my time. We're very busy people in the 21st century. We have a lot of different things that we have to be aware of and that we have to keep tabs on. Don't meet for the sake of just getting together and having a four-eyed conversation. I don't get it. I like four-eyed conversations. I'm all about that. I'm all about direct contact, but for a purpose. So that was just something that I noticed. Again, another reflection this week coming back from Utah. Another thing that I noticed in the, I guess, the ongoing series of observations that I'm making between here and there, here and across the pond. So we have a lot of snow here in Fort Lauderdale on ice. It is Fort Lauderdale, but unfortunately, it's on ice. Wishing you the very best of things, and I hope you like the change of attire today. I had an engagement. Yes, I had an engagement. Let's call it that. An appointment with destiny. Wishing you, again, the best of things, because you can't be wished enough good things in life.